So a little while ago, SZA actually put out there in social media that she had a relationship with a coach who she thought was a therapist. And after months of just being given exercises on deep breathing, her anxiety was not improving, and she realized something is amiss. Now, if the clients and the community are confused about the difference between therapy and coaching, and we ourselves aren't so clear about when we're crossing the line from therapy to coaching, then there may be a need for some clarity in order to do no harm, right? I think all mental health professionals have good intentions. You don't come to this field trying to do harm. However, when there's misinformation out there, or even when we're trying to grow our businesses in ways that feel good to us, but we're not really being thoughtful about our approach, we can get into some murky waters when it comes to doing harm. So, here are some ways that you can really consider coaching as an aspect of what you want to offer as a mental health professional and how to make sure that you're doing it without creating a challenge. So, the first thing I really want us to define is what's needed. Let's go with the analogy of an arm that's been hurt. If you have an arm that is broken, it's going to need some opportunity for healing. It's going to be in a cast. It's going to be set still. It's not going to be put under a lot of pressure. It's just going to be given some time to heal and restore itself. However, if your arm is healthy and strong, you might be in the gym lifting weights, getting that arm buff. I want you to see therapy and coaching as kind of like that with regard to how people are doing on their healing journey. Therapy is appropriate for someone who's working through a particular brokenness or trying to reestablish wholeness from a mental health perspective, right? Like that's what the therapeutic energy can offer to people. It's lots of healing and support and a gradual return to full functioning, right? It has to do with some of those more deeper emotional bruises, the things that really kind of require folks to heal in order for them to thrive and function fully. Now, coaching is taking that arm to the gym. Coaching says you're functioning well, no problem. You're not looking to heal necessarily here, but you are looking to accomplish some goals or take action in a new way, or even to expand yourself from a place of already feeling solid, but expand yourself to new levels. That arm is ready for action. No problem. So, if you're looking to set strategies and hit the ground running with some professional and personal goals, then coaching works. Now, is there an emotional component to our work? Perhaps. There may be times when we're working through things around confidence and, just kind of working through some of the internal things that stop us from showing up and being our best. But what we're not doing is expending a lot of energy and time in the past restructuring, some of the traumas from the past. That's not a part of what we should be doing. We're looking at creating a bigger, bolder future for folks. And that focus on a clear outcome lets you know that you're in the coaching arena. So think in terms of your intention. Is your intention to bring somebody to wholeness? Or is your intention to set them up to take action and achieve a goal? That's a great way to know the difference, right? Now, another distinction between coaching and therapy is whether or not you are using packages, right? So, if you have a signature framework, that means you have a particular way of moving someone through to completion on a promise that you've made to them for your work together, right? You've got your clear niche. You have a program that's got a step by step process to it. And it really does give people a clear outcome that they can expect from working with you. Not only does approaching it this way make it easier for you to market your services and deliver your services with certainty and clarity, it really helps keep us out of the therapeutic weeds. Because instead of us focusing on just their internal struggle, we're focusing on the actions they're taking and moving forward, right? And so when you are approaching your work in that way, it makes sense for it to be a package because all of that's not going to happen in a single 1 hour conversation, right? So you're thinking about, well, what is the time frame that it's going to take for me to move someone from where they are now to the outcome that I know I can support them in accomplishing? And we could talk about about how we build those frameworks. Like I have a whole process for how you build it, but knowing that you need a framework and a process that you're moving someone through, I think that's a great way to know whether you're in the coaching or the therapeutic realm. And then you, of course, want to price it accordingly, right? Now, when it's in a package, that structured format, it really does give you a chance to charge a higher price point too, because people are not just paying for 1 hour of your time, they are paying for a result. They are paying for support in a process that's going to take them someplace that they're trying to go, right? And so when we think about it that way, the game changes a bit. This is not an hour for hour situation. This is a process for outcome type situation. So no more one and done hourly packages. I mean, one and done hourly sessions when you are in the coaching world. I really want you to break your thoughts away from that. If you're going to be in, and when you're in the therapeutic space, that's fine. But if you're looking to do something outside of therapy and it's coaching, then you're going to be looking at packages that makes a lot more sense. Now, when it comes to messaging, I think that's where it gets a little tricky when we're talking about marketing and messaging for therapists that are looking to move into the coaching space. If you are marketing yourself as a therapist, then having a coaching option on your website right next to your therapy option is going to be very confusing for people. I mean, think about it. If I said to you, I'm a therapist, but here you can schedule your coaching hour and here you schedule your therapy hour. How do I know the difference between what I should schedule? And maybe I'll just look at the price and see which one is better for me. Or maybe I'll try to read your description of the what's included. It's confusing. And so I think it's better if you're going to create a coaching offer, let it have its own space, separate and apart from whatever you're doing with regard to clinical services, right? So that you too have a clear distinction in your mind of what you're doing with what. Now, with some of my clients, when they're toggling between the two spaces, we do even talk about creating a schedule that makes sense. So if you're seeing therapy clients, maybe you're seeing them at a specific time of the day or a specific day of the week where you're kind of structuring that. And then what you're doing with your coaching clients is separate, having separate processes for how you onboard and support people, what kind of access they have. Like there needs to be some distinctions between these two, even for you, so that you don't flip back and forth into the mode of providing therapy and functioning as a coach. We want some clear distinctions, right? Um, and I think another reason that I notice sometimes therapists will want to say they're coaching is really to try to circumvent some of the geographical restrictions that are a part of the licensure piece, or, just to kind of maintain a relationship with a therapeutic client who, for some reason, now you can't continue to work with. So now you want to kind of flip them over to coaching. Don't do that, right? Really be in integrity. If what you're looking to offer the person is therapy, then it should be therapy. And if what you're looking to offer to someone is coaching, then it should be coaching. And so don't try to just mix it up just because there's been a geographical switch or a move to a state. I want you to be clear about what you're offering and confident in the way you put yourself out there. Operating in integrity helps your clients know what to expect. It helps you know what you're there to do. And it makes it so that as our field as a whole is shifting into new spaces, we have some distinctions about how we do things around here. I hope today was helpful. I get conversation all the time about wanting to bring coaching into your business or what's the difference between therapy and coaching. So I wanted to spend some time today just giving you some insight on that. If that was helpful, please do put a thumbs up and a comment if you have questions. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about it. And if you have been here more than once, have you not subscribed to this channel yet? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're going to be coming to you on a regular basis with content to help you take good care of yourself, take good care of your clients, and of course, take good care of business. See you next time.